everybody.
Nobody watching yet. I
Just
just
better get on.
Where are we going?
Do you want to go that way, or do you want to go that way? Well, we better just go this way now. And these people are out every day.
They got kids over there.
I know.
I just want to verify, please.
You think they're homeless or?
No, I think they're just panhandling. Which in Houston you saw that a lot.
Yeah, man, it's easy money.
They live like in an apartment nearby and they're out panhandling.
You want to go north or you want to go south?
They go north. We've been south though. I better put my seatbelt on.
We're gonna lose connection.
It's not that bad. When I seen it on video and you go under these,
this right here,
it just bleaks for a second. The sound doesn't even go out.
And it's off.
That's it.
No, it's
but on our end, completely. It's not.
If
they
I
can
stop,
still hear us.
0 kilobits. It's on. What? You're gonna see it click. Listen. Hang on. The only bad thing about satellite, this thing is great if you can stay out from under bridges and away from tall buildings. You want to roll up in here real quick?
Yeah, I haven't seen it lately. I'm very curious to bet a quarter on what's been popping up in there, if there's people back in there at all.
I don't know why I stress about the bridges so much, man, but it stresses me out.
Shit, you go crazy in Houston.
No, I mean about the satellite.
That's
the
what I'm saying.
Out.
Because there's so many.
Like I planned my route knowing like where there's no trees and. This is all about to be gone. You know the building that's back here in the back, the dental place or whatever it was. It's right there by on top of the parking garage or that bridge. They've already got it all boarded up. They're about to demolish. This all is about to be leveled. They're gonna build a new domain out here. The price of progress.
So did I tell you the other day, I was in the house doing work, and you know, Sansa sits out in that lawn there, and it's like, kind of like a courtyard lawn, but like, one guy that lives there, he's never there, he's always at his girlfriend's house. The other guy that lives there, he's either waiting tables or looking for meth. And there's like one other empty space there. And yeah, so let me check in here real quick. Because last time I was here, they had moved over here and camped out in the middle.
You gonna walk down there? I'll just wait here.
I'm just gonna check.
Is that cool?
Up at the top. Where's my binos? Where are my binos?
Hello guys, we're out here doing some homeless outreach today. Homeless outreach today.
So, that's Cargill versus Garland. Congratulations. So, that's Cargill.
Man, my hair is a mess. Y'all can't. I don't think you can see Dave right now. Can y'all see Dave? Any more people back down in there?
Yeah, you can hear 'em. I ain't even have to, you know. There's some lady walking around in there now. Talking to somebody.
Other side is what I'm interested in seeing.
Sons of Mansas. You can put the back window down for her a little bit. She likes to poke her nose
I
out,
got the.
especially when there's
I
smoke.
turned her air on back there too.
She don't jump out or anything.
I would hope not.
Yeah, I'm not.
She's a big dog. She gets through that window.
No,
She's dead. I gotta get my brakes fixed bad.
Is that your brakes?
Yeah.
What about shocks?
What about the shocks?
You don't need new suspension on here?
No, I just need new brakes right now. I just got new. Hear them squealing? I just got new tires put on here.
Shit.
See?
I just got 2 new rear tires, yeah.
It's all boarded up.
Yep, they're gonna knock it on down. It's a damn shame. Had a lot of middle-aged men tell me their secrets back here when I was growing up.
What?
Crazy. Well,
What's down in there? Anything?
see, yeah. You get on. Well, there's already a new
Yep,
cart, so
there's
you know
people down
somebody
there.
came by and was like, "Can I Airbnb?"
Is that a grill?
Something. Let me see. Yeah.
If there's stuff to film, holler at me. Let me so I can come take a video of it.
This is a big campus, but we're gonna try the entrance off St. Joseph.
I'm still not feeling good today, and so Dave's doing the scouting. I can't even think straight.
That's frequency subject exposure 12514, turn you wish for.
It's hard to think straight.
And I'm sorry, what door are you at? I'm sorry, I can't understand you. Can you call 2214?
I sure hope he's careful. I don't know where the security office moved to.
Like, medic 19. They have a call for a traffic accident at San Jacinto 17. Just witnessed it. We're standing by.
Receive 19, I'll call you just confirming that was San Jacinto 17th.
That's affirmative.
Engine 21 navigate.
Control. Do you need an ambulance out there as well, or just fire?
This is 19 on control. Unknown if we need an ambulance at this point in time. The driver of the vehicle that caused the accident has fled the scene.
Watching.
Receive, were you able to get a play for a description of the vehicle?
Vehicle that
Got
fled
four?
the scene is a silver Prius.
All right, let's roll.
looking vehicle.
Where are we going? Want to go up to this area? Well, I know we should go probably over here to the 290 and Cameron Road area. This
Okay.
area over here.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
All right.
Let's do it.
Control the license plate of the
All right. There, so you can see too.
RG 2708.
CRG 47.
Now in 8 and 12.
Additional medicate or additional patient.
Oh, so there's some people that are camped out here now, and I can tell. I went through there. I can tell that it's right here. There's like 3 tents right in there and one over here, and I can tell that they were all camped out here a long time ago. Probably when I first moved here or something. But that got
Is there any
cleared.
empties on that side?
Huh?
Is there any empties back in the trees there?
Yeah, there's a ton of empties back there. A ton. But they're empties. And it was cleaned pretty well. There's not like, but I can tell that there were
Yeah.
people that camped there.
Yeah.
And they'll camp on this hill back here too.
Yeah, this is where most you remember the dude with the swollen hands?
Yeah.
He was talking. They were all under the impression that that's all federal land, and it's not.
Yeah.
That's city land. I don't know where they got that was federal land.
I mean, in DC, when I lived there, you could say that a lot, but
This is
because it was.
central South Texas. There's
Yeah.
not a whole lot of federal land
I'm
down
like,
here.
what kind of? I don't think they looked all the way in Teddy. What was it? Teddy Roosevelt's plan. That's
Yup.
who made. That's who. That's who signified the national parks and shit. Was it Teddy?
Oh, come on, let us out.
I don't understand why they don't just like you're not going. They're not going anywhere. So like let a person in.
They won't.
That's one thing, Texas. You guys have got to adopt.
This is
It's
Austin,
coming.
man. There ain't no considerate
Even
people.
also, like with the traffic, understand that, like, if you're just inching along, you can let a person in front. It's okay. You're not going anywhere. Just let a motherfucker get in. What is wrong with y'all?
Let them get in front of the copper.
What is wrong with y'all?
This area here that goes where Barton Creek Trail runs under, there's camps back in there, and then see this bridge up here?
Mm-hmm.
There are a bunch of camps. See where that big tower is right there?
Mm-hmm.
There's an access road that goes up the side of that hill. There's a bunch in there too.
Yeah, I can tell.
Rodney Shoemaker was in there
I've been
before he
down
went up
there.
north. Did you
Yeah.
go to the ones in between the highway, in between north and southbound?
No, not
There's-
up here, but I have been through here and under.
There's like a land bridge in between north and southbound on Mopac.
Mm.
There's usually a bunch of cars and all kinds of nastiness up there. You see that road that goes up at White Rock?
Oh yeah.
That's how they get up there.
I can tell.
It's
I always drove by there. I'm like, oh, I bet at least somebody's camped out up there.
yeah, there's a bunch up there from what I'm told. Up in the trees. Nobody ever goes up there either. The only people that go up there is the electric people, and that's very rarely. They go up, I guess, to service those towers when they need to. But we could probably just go and park right on that road and walk in there. What do you think?
Yeah, we
Maybe
can do
next
that.
time.
Or we can, when we come on the way back, because I don't know how you would. You'd have to go down and turn around.
You have to come up and then pull off right there.
Yeah, can we?
But if you look up, well, you can't really see them here. But when it's winter time, you can see it.
Yeah, because
And if you look
I can tell.
on the satellite view, you'll see it as well. And they're up there and then up here.
Sounds up. How you doing?
Right down here on Barton Skyway, there was a few months ago, there was a call that came in. Big house fire. There's some big houses down there. Lady called in, said her attic's on fire, smoke's everywhere. It's crazy. So they sent every fire truck in this area out there. You know what it was?
What?
The city was doing sewer testing, where they put the smoke in the sewer, and it went up her pipes and came out in her attic, and she thought her house was on fire.
So there weren't even flames.
No, just a lot of smoke. But it was the smoke that the city put into the sewers.
Did they put out like a fucking, like a,
No, but they almost sawed a hole in her roof. They were getting ready to start ventilating. They were on the roof with the saws ready to cut. You're calling people.
oh, I don't know.
I heard that a while ago. Guys, anybody listening, this is my friend Dave. He is at DCDave_ on Twitter.
No, it's _ DC Dave.
No, it's DCDave_. I just tagged you.
Let me check. Okay.
You don't even know your own screen.
I don't know.
It's at _DCDave. Hang on, let me check.
Let me look at myself.
Let me check.
At DC Dave _
At
Very
DCDave_.
right. I'm so sorry to confuse anyone.
comes out of his mouth, I'm not responsible for.
Zilker Park.
See, I want to get a truck with one of
That's
those on the
Zilker,
back.
right? That's
Yeah,
where
Zilker's
I,
down a little bit, but yeah, it's right down there. On this side of the water, on the north and south side.
That's where I wore my first thong.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Never know what he's gonna say. I want to get one of these. What do you
I
think?
don't know what that is.
Big old camper.
That's a camper?
Yeah. Or something. Looks like a camper. We're headed up to 290 and Cameron Road in that area. It's used to be a pretty bad area. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Watch out there, fucko.
Come on now. There's a camp up there. It used to be bad, but I think they kind of cleaned it out. It was something I wanted to go by and check out. They started some construction in the area and they moved, but I think what they did was just moved a little farther north. You know where the construction was at?
Mm-hmm.
They were there. They started building. I think they just kind of moved themselves a little bit.
I mean, that's definitely what they'll do if nobody's saying nothing to them. You know? It's only the developer money that'll get the cops to come and be like, hey, y'all gotta get out of here. And then if the cops tell them, like, hey, you can't go over in that property.
That was the camp that had the two sentinels standing out front.
Sentinels?
Yeah, dildos.
Oh.
Tip to tip, right at the entrance. Beautiful.
Why do you call them sentinels?
The sentinels are guarding the entrances.
Ah, so the dildos were guarding the entrance?
Yeah.
And you called those dildos sentinels, like you looked at it as like a actual guard of
Yeah,
something.
that's what they were doing. I got the video on my Twitter. It's actually a really good video. Then there were two more tip to tip.
Nice. What's all that? That's the school?
Camp Mabry stuff.
Oh, that's the Air Force.
Yeah, it goes from like here, the National Guard, Texas military stuff, all the way, man. It's huge.
I remember when I was in the Air Force station in Austin, Texas.
This is the headquarters of the Texas military forces there, and then on this side over here is the actual like base, I guess, Camp Mabry. It's a very historic place. But this is where Texas National Guard is based out of, Texas military forces, the Civil Air Patrol, all of it's based out here. What is the guy that heads up the National Guard? Not on the federal level, but on the state level.
I have no idea.
He's
I was
out
in the
there.
Marine Corps.
He's out there.
I don't know no Air Force, no National Guard.
Now, some of these buildings, like these here, some of these buildings have private businesses in them too.
Nice. Gotta pay rent. Yeah, they look old though. They look like
It is.
way back in the day.
It
From
is.
my experience, it looks like they used to have
There's the
guys
EX.
sleeping in those. Yep,
Exchange. Yeah, they have some of the, what do you call them, the round ones?
Yeah, the dome.
The
Like the
Quonset
hooch.
huts or whatever they're called. They have a bunch of those out
I
there
used to
too.
just call them hooches.
Hooch.
Y'all gonna go on that hooch? So I have filled, I got on Amazon and ordered the fly trap bags, fill it with water. This little yeast packet breaks open. The water breaks down the yeast packet and it breaks open. And then all the flies smell it and they rush into it. I swear to God, I have 2 bags up. I must have around 10,000 flies right now.
That's
Dead.
gross.
Dead. I hope dead.
That's a lot of flies.
They better be dead.
That's a lot of flies.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just think Texas has a lot of flies.
God loved rocks, poor people, and flies more than anything. Why else would he have made so many?
I don't know.
Get it?
I think so.
I think that was in a Stephen King book. Rodney Shoemaker's camp is still there, man. The guy that was murdered,
Yeah.
it's still right up here. They haven't touched it.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't clean that trash up.
It's on railroad property. I think the railroad would have to do it.
Railroad ain't gonna do shit.
So if he was killed on railroad property, who investigates that murder? Would it be local police? Well, local police investigated it, but it's just
Good
a
luck
curious.
getting Standard Oil to get on top of that one.
Well, UP, Union Pacific, this is their line.
Is this what it is?
And remember, we were with the guy that was with Union Pacific over this last weekend. He said that here in our area, they have a huge problem with it.
Oh yeah.
With the camps being built on the railroad tracks.
I don't know. I've been working in homelessness for 5 years now. And since I've been to Austin, I could not imagine why anyone, if any of them did come from somewhere else to be homeless in Austin with y'all's summers. I see
The Joker.
I lived in Houston for 3 years. Your guys' summers are murder.
Yep.
They are murder compared to Houston, in my opinion. At least Houston, there's still water. There's still water
Well,
around.
This area is kind of unique. It's like desert, mountainy, and pine tree. It's like the mix of everything.
Feel like this is literally the line where the east meets the west. And then if you just keep going west, you'll eventually be in the middle of a fucking desert in
Well,
Mexico.
it's not far. I mean, West Texas
Yeah.
is nothing but a desert.
Is it? I still haven't spent much time there yet.
There's nothing out there. You drive out there, you'll drive hours, sometimes hours without seeing anything.
And is that all where all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff happens?
No, it is right
Or
here.
is it right here? Oh,
Yes.
great. Awesome.
I could take you to see them.
Because when I went out to East Side and I was out there, I thought I was going to come across like Leatherface or
No, it was filmed up kind of by where I live.
shit.
You remember the Jessica Biel, the remake that Jessica Biel was in, 2003? That house is in Granger, not far from here.
That's great.
It's a crazy looking house. And apparently people try to go up to that. It's a working farm. And people try to go up to the house. They've got cameras and fences. And
Probably because everybody comes by there.
it's a pretty famous house.
Probably so tired of it. Yeah, I heard, the other one's foundation. I heard they got some funding cut.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I don't know. I'm trying to get the full on it. But I was at that little art event last night that I wanted you to come to. You stood me up. Thank you.
I could have thrown up in the corner.
You know what? You had a little indigestion.
Actually, I wasn't throwing up by last night, but that medicine.
And it turned into a COVID stomach virus.
Don't say COVID.
Yeah, I was at the art thing last night. It was kind of wild for me. Just sitting there with a bunch of people working in housing and homelessness in Austin. I'm like, huh. Just take a second and look at the whole crowd in the room. I'm like, no wonder they're not really getting on top of it.
do. Yeah, man, I took one of those pills, promethazine, I think is what it was called, or Phenergan, I think is what it was called. I think it's like the generic. Anyway, whatever it is. But long story short, I took one of those pills, and I was sitting with my kids, and like 30 minutes later, man, I was out with my head over like this, drooling on my shirt. I'm not kidding. Like, it was... I couldn't have stayed awake if I wanted to. That's how bad it was.
Right.
And they're like, when they gave it to me, it's like, oh, you might want to watch out operating machinery.
That's
It's like, all right.
good. Yeah, last time I had a stomach virus, I was in a relationship. And she had a 6-year-old. And it hit the 6-year-old first, and then I think it hit me. But it also hit the school. I was also working at a school that was in Houston.
Yeah.
But my first year in Houston, I think I got like sick, a virus, a flu, like 6 or 7 times, and then COVID hit.
Were you at a school?
Yeah, I
That's
was
why you
working
got
at
it.
a school. The girl I was with worked at a school. Plus, we had a 6-year-old.
That's why you got it.
I mean, I was getting hit from every angle with like it was just coming out of both ends.
Well, during the school year, my kids, we're sick constantly, man. My kids bring home, there ain't no telling what all they're bringing home. Either got allergies or getting
See?
hoarse, getting constantly.
See, those are and no shame in any of it. I hold a torch up to you, but those are one of the things I have to look at as a benefit of still being single and alone with my dog. I'm like, I haven't gotten sick once since I've been in Austin.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, the benefits of kids and
I'm
marriage
single.
are
I have no kids.
hugely outweighs being single. I'm telling you.
Oh, I know that. Don't get me on that deep fucking reasoning right now. That's gonna depress me.
Look, you wait until you're too old, man. You're gonna regret it. I'm in my early 40s now, and I waited, and I do the math. My youngest, I'm gonna be pretty old by the time they graduate high school, and it worries me.
Sorry.
I don't want to be showing up to the graduation in a walker. Or showing up to their college graduation. Or dying and abandoning them when they need us the most.
Nah, you don't abandon. You set an account aside that's untouchable. You stockpile it.
Bitcoin.
And then on the day you pass, you give them access to what's there, and just don't boomer their ass.
We have their savings in
Boomers
Bitcoin.
fuck this place up. Sorry for anyone who might be listening is in the boomer generation. Officially, the boomer generation is anyone born between 1946 and 1964, according to a Google search. And we all trust that. Ooh, look at this. There was a lot of partying going on here. That looks like Houston.
Yeah, that was a huge. So all of this
Yeah, I
area
see it.
back and around
Whoa!
that L. I know.
Whoa. No wonder you guys get in the wrecks you get here. Holy shit. Yeah, I used to work up, are we near Burnett?
No, it's
Oh, okay.
back that way.
But yeah, in Houston, it's at least like that. At the least. That's like a good thing.
Used to not be this way. Wait till we get up to 183 over here. It usually there's still quite a few people living under the bridges.
Oh, I know it used to not be this way back in the day. Before I went to Vietnam.
Yeah.
We used to play baseball down here. Right under this bridge. Play a whole baseball game. We didn't even have the traffic we have now. You could just hit a ball and run. mattify this. Let me get a little zoom
Be
in.
good additional callers. If there is a lot of black smoke.
Do I hear fire?
Said there's a lot of black smoke. I think it's a.
It does when they control.
Controlled burn.
We're almost on top of it.
Controlled burn. Let's see. I want to go to that area where the dildos were at real quick, if you don't mind.
I
Big camp.
accept you wanting to chase dildos on a Friday afternoon.
Crazy.
And there's.
14 for fire dispatch. The call taker got another call immediately after. I believe the
Oh wait,
fire
that was
out.
183. What am I
They
thinking?
smoke from mobile.
And the thing is, there's nothing really untrue to that statement I just made.
Let's go in there and put in an app.
Last time I talked to them, because we had to call them when I was working housing at a place in Burnett. I was like, "Are you guys having hiring problems?" Because I didn't know any of the
Politics behind
politics.
it.
I mean, I knew it was a defund place, but I didn't know how hard the defunding had hit.
It screwed this place up, man.
And I asked him, I was like, "So, what do you guys?" He's like, "You're a Marine veteran." He's like, "Hell yeah, we'll hire you." I'm like, "Yeah, but I think I'm too old. I'm 43 or." He was like, "Oh no, because you're a veteran, they take like 7 years off." I'm like, "Holy shit!" Like, y'all want to kill me out here.
You'd be a good cop.
Not here, not for Austin. I'll go be a cop in like a East Coast city.
Hey, how you doing, lady?
Who's that? Oh,
I got DC Dave in the car with me. We're actually going to the dildo camp.
dildos on a Friday afternoon.
So I call it the dildo camp because the last time I was out here, they had dildos set up at the entrance, like marking the entrance of the camp. Oh man, they've already built the whole building.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. There's nothing left out here. None of this was here. None of these buildings were here. This fence wasn't here. The camps were literally right under where that building is now. Yeah, it's all gone. Like this was.
Hey Dave. Hi, Auntie Nectar. How are you?
This is all different out here now.
It is different. It was once woods, now it's a building. They're probably pushed off on the other side of the fence or over
I
there.
heard they went farther back that way into the
Probably.
woods. Let's see how we can
Let's
get
go
over there.
snoop and poop.
Let's
That's
see.
what I like to go. That's what we used to say in the military. We say snoop and poop.
I
and
guarantee
go
you.
find
See,
stuff.
so there's where the buildings are at now, and you can see where the camps were at.
Right.
I heard they were pushed back this way towards
Guarantee
Walnut
you.
Creek.
Yeah. Let's go check it out.
How do we get over there though?
Yo no sé. Ese.
We'd have to
You
walk
gotta
into
get
these
on
people's backyards. We can't do that.
You gotta get on the road and see. There might be a neighborhood trail entrance on there somewhere.
All right, well, let's go drive through and see. I know those are apartments. I mean, we could park. Like right here, JD Supermarket, and walk the creek in.
We could do that. Let's do it.
Man, I don't know if I
What
want
do
to
you
walk
think,
that far
Sansa?
though.
You want to go? You didn't add Sansa into the stream. Sansa is here with us as well.
Okay, let's see. Those are trailer houses. Okay, hang on. I gotta stop and figure out where we're at. So, We could go down here and see if there's an entrance out of
Let's do it.
this neighborhood here. So
Okay.
we're here. There's a neighborhood right to the side of us.
All right.
Let's see how we can get over there. We gotta go all
driving.
the way down.
I'll hit the legwork, so
We gotta go down to Rutherford.
I don't want you pooping your pants with your stomach
Pooping
virus.
ain't the problem. It's the throwing up that's the problem.
I don't
That
want you
and
to
I'm
throw
still
up
a
on
bit
yourself.
dehydrated, and I think that's why I'm still feeling off.
Have you ever thrown up in your mouth?
I did.
Did you swallow it back at any time?
No.
Never? You never done that in your life?
Oh, I have, especially when I was drinking, but this was different.
I don't think I've ever had that much reserve to put myself through, like it coming up in my mouth and then like swallowing it back. Like I've just always just no, get out.
The illness I just had,
Wherever
that
I'm
wasn't
at.
gonna happen.
Wherever I'm at,
It was gonna come out. There was no stopping it.
I spit it right out.
There was no stopping it. Worst Walmart in Austin, right there.
Is that at the Walmart there?
The most dangerous Walmart? Yeah, we shopped
Yeah.
there one time. Remember the first
Yeah.
time you and I went to get outreach supplies?
Right.
There's a school down here on our right.
Oh, look at that. That's what I want right there. That Toyota Tacoma. I'll make it a pure outreach vehicle. You ready, Sansa? We're gonna get the Toyota.
Yeah, see, there's a North Acres Greenbelt. I guarantee you. Yeah, look, there's an entrance right here.
Let's do it.
All right. It's right down here at the end of the street. I'll go in with you.
All right.
If I fall out, then you'll just have to
Can you still stream if you go in?
to
you
end
don't have
this and
that?
start it on this. I can't swap over.
We took some small 48-cent Tampico juice bottles, and I said, why don't we buy a bunch and freeze them? And so we did that, and now we're taking them out, pass them out to what I usually refer to as clients. So anybody listening, if you hear me say client, that means an individual without housing, living on the streets. It's from working in homelessness for 5 years, finding camps,
Look.
Houston to here. Yep, that's good.
That's right.
All
this
that good
is
stuff.
this is the entrance.
All right. Well, yeah, it's already got a for sale sign with the card on it. Once that card's there, it's like, okay, here we
We
go.
gotta find a place to park though.
Oh, Sansa, you're gonna love this.
I guess we can just park right here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go in with Dave into this green belt. If we find anything, I'll go live from my phone.
We'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna take Jamie up in the woods.